everybody, welcome to day 8 of From My Closet. My name is Jennifer Norman, founder of the Human Beauty Movement. This is a little project that I started to provide a little bit of inspo and bring a little bit of joy to you through some things that I've kind of been learning along my journey of, kind of awakening, coming into consciousness. And I also picked something out of my closet for somebody to enjoy, which is my gift to you. Today I actually wanted to switch gears a little bit, and I'm actually doing this post a little bit late because I came back just now from a sound healing session, which I wanted to kind of share with you because a lot of people probably haven't heard about what sound medicine is. It's kind of a novel thing. But interestingly enough, I've been learning a lot about resonance and frequency and the fact that, everybody's made out of vibrations. We're all light and sound and love and energy. And, whether or not you resonate or vibe with somebody really has a lot to do with what your natural state of your frequency is. And so there are certain situations where you might find yourself in a room with somebody who just you don't vibe with, you're not very compatible with, and you kind of wonder why. A lot of it has to do, strangely enough, and something that I learned tonight, with the energy that is projected through our voices. I had no idea, but a lot of where our pain, or even on the flip side, our healing potential can come from is from the sound of our voice. And that's probably no surprise to a lot of my music friends. I've been posting a lot today about how, music is therapy and music is nothing but joy. But actually, there are certain tones that you might actually find yourself gravitating towards, or certain melodies or certain types of music that really you find therapeutic. At a certain point in your life, you might need to get into a certain mood, or you might want to feel a certain kind of energy. A lot of people gravitate to sad songs because they need to just get it out of their systems. They need to feel cathartic and have a good cry. Or, it could be just like a high intensity, energetic song that helps you get through a workout because it helps to re-energize you and give you a little bit more of a vibration than what you would have if you didn't have any music playing at all. So essentially what I did is I went to this sound medicine expert, and he measured what my frequency was, and that's pretty cool. He actually had a little instrument. I pretty much spoke into a microphone, asked me a whole bunch of questions, and then determined where my frequencies are in the range that I speak. And interestingly enough, he mapped it, and this is what I look like as far as my voice, where I have what we would consider an overabundance of tones and where I'm weak. And it's very interesting. He was telling me, because I don't really know very much about this. I was kind of learning as I was going along. But apparently I'm in a second octave, and I tend to gravitate towards these particular notes. And these are the notes that I don't necessarily gravitate to, but would actually help me to balance out my frequencies if I were to actually listen to more of these particular notes. And so he gave me some exercises, which are kind of cool. And that is that I need to listen to certain of these notes, and it's always best if it's like a human voice rather than on an instrument. If it's like I have a keyboard downstairs, he was telling me that is probably not as therapeutic as if you actually heard somebody actually projecting a hum or a tone in those particular notes. And so my singer friends, I'm probably going to be hitting you up very soon to help me out with this. And then the other ones are going to be notes that I need to express and release because I tend to talk this way. And so it's essentially, kind of getting them out of my system and doing this release and kind of hitting on the notes that I have an overabundance on. And so doing that over a period of time is supposed to help to kind of, rebalance and heal me. And I don't know, we'll see how this goes. It sounds kind of intriguing. He has got a whole sheet of exercises that I need to follow. And so I'm going to come back to you in probably, I think 6 to 8 weeks is how long I should be doing this every day for 6 to 8 weeks, and see if I can change my see if I can change anything about me that I want to change. It was funny, he was asking me, what are my biggest virtues and what are my biggest flaws? And, some of my flaws, I was like, well, I don't know if I really want to change some of these, but other ones I was like, okay, there are definitely certain areas that I need to work on, and then other areas where, I feel like I'm strong. And so, kind of tuning in, no pun intended, to, what you're hoping to heal about yourself and what you realize are your strengths, and kind of balancing all of those things out by using not only sound therapy, but then also kind of coordinating it to the colors that you're wearing, because colors vibrate at a certain frequency. I found that my particular note is actually an E note, which is the equivalent of yellow. The opposite of the E note is actually an A sharp or a B flat, and that equates to a violet color. And it's kind of interesting because as I was thinking about it, my favorite color is purple, which is violet, and so I actually, gravitate to the polar opposite of what I am. It's kind of like the whole opposites attract thing. So I kind of thought that that was interesting and validating as we were kind of going through this exercise. Anyway, I thought you might be interested in hearing about sound medicine. If you haven't looked it up before, take a peek at it. It may help you. It does require that you kind of think about what your birth date is, because your birth date actually does ground you in what your basic tone is, and then there might be some therapy as far as kind of evaluating the tone of your voice and the pitches that you use and the octave that you're speaking in order to kind of get some conclusive direction as far as the diagnostic on where you are today and then where you want to go in the future. So with that said, I have a gift here that I thought might resonate with some of you, and that is, I already grabbed it from my closet. It's actually a set of AirPods. And these are, of course, everybody knows what these are, but they're great as far as just being able to be hands-free and walking around and doing your thing. These are used, but I promise that they will be clean and sterile when you receive them if you want them. And they come in the box, as well as they have the power cord with them too. So if you're interested in a set of gently used AirPods, give me a shout and then these can be yours. So until tomorrow, take care, and I will see you soon.